Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Makakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Dawada from the Middle Valley Campaign in Greenville, South Carolina, coming back with another video in sincerity and in truth. Lord willing, it could be edifying. All right, and I was watching Redacted. They were going live, or they were live. I think they just ended it. All right, and what they were going into heavily in the beginning of this show was basically how Esau's narrative is pretty much falling apart concerning, information they're giving out, and people are looking for proof, and Esau's not providing proof. See, the whole era of you just say something and everybody takes it at face value, that phase is up, man. So this whole conflict with Israel going in and trying to take out Hamas, all right, which at this point, they set on a mission to eliminate Hamas. They've already started a ground invasion. They told civilians to leave, but they blew up the very exit ways where the civilians were supposed to flee into Egypt and whatnot. So they basically trying to take these damn people out, man. All right, and they're saying Hamas. They're saying Hamas, but it looks like they're trying to cleanse. They're trying to cleanse Gaza, man. They're trying to take not cleanse it, but they're trying to take out the people of Gaza and claim the land for themselves, man. Just like they always do. They oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage, even though that land doesn't belong to the Palestinians either. So like you real quick. They're trying to get those people out of that land. So they're painting a narrative, and the latest thing they've been saying was they would supposedly have taken this particular hospital, and they said that Hamas has its headquarters beneath the hospital, and they might be trying to use that to justify, attacking these different areas because they're saying, oh, Hamas is using it. But people are coming out and saying, where's the proof? And you're going to see an encounter with a guy, I guess he's a news anchor for Al Jazeera. He's a Jake. And he's going with it. He's going at it with this Edomite about the proof, man. And automatically they try to say anti-Semitic. They try to say, you're a H denier. Fill in that blank. Use your context clues. All right, but nonetheless, man, Esau's deception is waning. All right, all your little enchantments, your sensationalism, is not working anymore, man. And the world is beginning to see it. All right, your deception and your lies are coming to an end, man. They're not fooling the people anymore. So I want to play. I'm gonna start right here from Redacted and let it play, and we'll get some scriptures.
The maternity ward and said it was false.
And the New York Times actually said we cannot confirm this at the time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe then you shouldn't say that. We're going to just run with the story then.
Oh yeah.
That's just an idea. But the story, that doesn't matter because the damage was already done then, of course, once the story, it painted Putin as a mom killer and all of this, and that they would target hospitals in this way in maternity wards. Or maybe it was the tear-jerking testimony from a young girl that I've heard before about Saddam Hussein, an Iraqi soldier.
And so this is actually going to be an old video going into, this is all coming out too about the Iraqi war. And why, America went to war with Iraq. And they were talking about Iraqi soldiers were pulling children out of incubators to leave them to die on the floor. And it's actually going to come out that the girl that gave his testimony was the ambassador's daughter, and the fact that she had been prepped and trained by a professional acting team, acting agency. So people believed it. And back then, you didn't have social media. You didn't have alternative media. You got what you got at face value, which was Esau's MLS-controlled news media, man. So that, of course, people got behind the Iraq War, but it came out that not a single baby died from being pulled from an incubator, man. They couldn't find that information, just like they're saying now. They had said earlier in this conflict with Israel and Palestine and Gaza was that they said they were that Hamas was beheading children, babies and shit. You know, and they ran with that, and people were like, well, where's the proof? And they was like, hey, there really wasn't no proof. But see, that already painted a notion in people's head to pick a side, whether to be for or against.
Killing babies in incubators.
One small problem. There never were any.
While I was there, I saw the Iraqi soldiers come into the hospital with guns. They took the babies out of the incubators. Took the incubators and left the children to die on the cold floor.
Oh, man. So Iraqi soldiers came in and were literally taking Kuwaiti babies out of incubators. You know, they're so warm in there, and they need to be in there, and they're just putting them on the cold floor to get hypothermia and die. That's awful.
Once you said they were taking the incubators, what the heck were they taking incubators for? I mean, that makes
you
no
know,
sense.
You know what the Iraqis were like. I mean, this is why we needed to go to war, right? This is exactly... That sounds convincing. She seems convincing. We should go to war for 10 years and kill 1 million Iraqis. But was that true?
One small problem. There never were any incubator baby deaths. Not one. The Canadian Broadcasting Corporation's investigative flagship program, The Fifth Estate, reveals the girl to be the Kuwaiti ambassador's daughter, given her lines and coached in acting by the giant American PR firm Hill and Knowlton. It's one phase in a $10 million joint U.S.-Kuwaiti campaign of deception.
David Friedman, the former U.S. ambassador to Israel, says it's been proven with certainty, those are his words, that the Hamas headquarters is under the Al-Shifa hospital. Asked for sources about all of this, and show us proof of this. Can you just show us proof? We just want to, you know, we're journalists. We'd like to see the proof. Show us the evidence of this, and then we will report it as such. But we're not just going to take your intelligence community mouthpieces who are spilling this, and we're going to regurgitate it on the air. What do you think? We're reporters during the Obama era? Stenographers at the White House? So here's David Friedman being asked by Mark Lamont Hill, just prove it. Can you just tell us where the evidence is? Watch.
It's been proven with certainty. It's been proven with certainty that the headquarters of Hamas is under the Al-Shifa hospital in Gaza City. Now, you know what happened a couple of days ago?
Proven by
Hamas had a big...
hold on.
Mark, are you going to let me finish?
I can't allow you to... I cannot allow you to say 15 things that are unfactual and not be challenged on them. I'm happy to let you talk, but I'm going to ask clarifying questions.
You're going to tell me what's factual? Mark,
yes,
I spent 5 years of my life studying this, living it. When was the last time you were in Gaza, Mark? When was the last time you were in Gaza?
18 months ago. When was the last time you were in Gaza? When was the last time you were in Gaza?
A few years ago.
Okay, so you said Al-Shifa Hospital has been proven Hamas headquarters. What?
What was the point of him asking? When was the last time you were in Gaza? And Jake looked like hey, you know, I don't know if it's true or not, but you know, looked like he said, hey, I was there 18 months ago. When were you there? He said a couple years ago. What was the point of that? You know, so they're basically saying that their intelligence is saying that that's where it is, but they're like, where's the fucking proof? You know, I'm gonna back it up.
You were in Gaza.
A few years ago.
Okay, so you said Al-Shifa Hospital has been proven Hamas headquarters. What independent reference, what source, what investigation has proven that? Who has proven that it's an Al-Shifa hospital? Since it's been a proven fact, who proved it?
So now we're going to get into this basic like Holocaust denying idea that evidence that Israel has shown is not valid.
You see how I immediately began to say, oh, he's denying the H. Just prove the fact. See, Esau's been moving like this for so long, and it's worked for so long that Esau didn't have to provide any type of actual answers, actual proof, because people took what he said at face value. Now people are asking questions. Now truth is being declared. All right, just like the whole thing with Iraq, how that shit wasn't true. You know, same thing with the babies being beheaded, and it was proven that it wasn't true. Just like this, man.
I mean,
And this is how a devil acts.
That people were raped
Everybody that challenges you is not doing Holocaust denial. You said that it's a Hamas headquarter. I simply asked you. For evidence of it. I said who, and you immediately equated it to Holocaust denial.
Israel has presented evidence. Ask the CIA. Ask anybody who studies
the CIA,
this.
sir.
Yeah. You don't trust the government. You don't trust the American government. You don't trust the Israeli government. Who should we trust? Hamas? You want to trust Hamas? Go ahead, trust Hamas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at that shit. So, like, off rip, you talking about some, ask the CIA, ask the government. Hey, man, don't nobody believe their ass no more, man. Just like dude was going into. All right, what you mean, ask them? Esau let me go ahead and get the scripture real quick. This is why I had this queued up. This is Job chapter 13, right to the point. In verse 4, but ye are forgers of lies. You're all physicians of no value. You are a forger of lies, man. All right. You're the father of lies, man. All right. Esau is just a damn liar, man. Hey, there's another scripture. Where are we at? Here we go. This is Psalm chapter 58 and verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. And this wicked, pursuing the Malachi, the first chapter, the wicked is identified as Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Okay? The wicked is estranged from the womb, man. Let's get this in the blue letter real quick. Right? Psalm chapter 58. Where we at? Verse 3. Let's go forward, son. We'll read it in NLT, Psalms 58 and 3. The wicked people are born sinners. Even from birth, they have lied and gone their own way. So I don't really agree with that one. But of course, the KJV holds firm, man. The wicked are estranged from the womb, man. All right, they're perverse, they're profane, they can't get right. All right, there's no such thing as a good Edomite, man. You know, sometimes the NLE want to say, wants to kind of water down the point. They say these wicked people. Who is the wicked? The wicked is Esau, Edom, the so-called white race. The Lord has identified them. The Lord is having them being made bare right now. All right, their enchantments, their witchcraft, their trickery, their deceit is failing. And people aren't believing their narratives. That's why you have an overwhelming support for the so-called Palestinians right now, man. Because they they wanted to paint a picture as, Hamas is the issue. Just like they tried to say Al-Qaeda, just like they tried to say ISIS. When a lot of these different groups are controlled opposition that Esau has set up to pretty much as a boogeyman, so to speak. Just like they're trying to make Russia a boogeyman, just like, hey, they're going to try to make us the boogeyman. All right, but the real boogeyman is you Esau. And people are finding this out. So going back.
The CIA, like Mark Lamont-Bell's like, oh yeah, let me just call the CIA. Can you just share with this evidence? By the way, this is the cover, of course, that they use in the intelligence. Oh, intelligence sources say. So then, we can't then verify any of it? Intelligence sources say? Oh, by the way, this whole Holocaust denial thing, just as a side note here, he's like, what are you, a Holocaust denier? No, but you know who was? Zionists. The Zionists that build Israel when the Holocaust survivors actually arrived in Israel were denied. The Zionists there said, we don't believe you. We don't believe you. And it took about 10, 15 years as stories started finally coming out where they said, maybe that did happen. They literally didn't believe them. So who is the Holocaust?
And of course, I'm not going to speak on whether or not, you should already know Esau. It ain't too much Esau tells the truth about. So, I wouldn't even necessarily believe that they do that to try to fit the curses of Deuteronomy 28, which clearly applies to us, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, rather than to apply to them, all right, and future prophecy. All right, you can't say you're the most oppressed people on earth and you're also the wealthiest.
Holocaust deniers that we're talking about here. So that's all in the past, though. The CIA though, must be now a reformed agency, right? The CIA, all of the lies that the CIA used to tell, all the assassinations, all of that, they're a reformed agency now. They don't lie anymore. Trying to create propaganda to justify war crimes against innocent people, they're different. This week, Israel teamed up with the CIA to push this hospital story hard. Here is Pentagon propagandist Sabrina Singh spilling those same CIA talking points. And this is one of my favorite pieces of video that I've seen in a while, where you actually have journalists asking like tough questions and basic questions about intelligence sources. And just watch as she tries to answer this.
We do have information that Hamas and the Palestinian Islamic Jihad uses some hospitals in the Gaza Strip, including the Al-Shifa Hospital, as a way to conceal and support their military operations and hold hostages. They have tunnels underneath these hospitals. And so Hamas and PIJ members operate a command and control node from Al-Shifa Hospital in Gaza City. They have weapons stored there and are prepared to respond to an Israeli military operation against the facility. So I'm just telling you what we as the intelligence community assesses is happening in Gaza City, how Hamas is using these hospitals to operate. But absolutely, we do not want to see a firefight in a hospital where there are innocent civilians. Fadi.
So you said earlier you don't have any forces on the ground, right?
That's right.
So I take it this intelligence assessment is gathered based on information provided by Israel?
Sorry, what I just read out, that's from our intelligence community.
So do you have any assets inside Gaza?
We have no assets or boots on the ground in Gaza.
So there's no gathering on the ground about this?
And either way it goes, they're lying. All right, Esau is lying. Lying, this damn demon right here, man. All right, she lying for her, daddy her daddy Esau. But they're lying either way, because one, they're saying that they're not directly involved, or they don't have boots on the ground, which, that could be true or that could be false. They could very well be all up in there. All right, it could be U.S. soldiers in there, or all right, they're lying about this damn the headquarters being under this hospital. They're trying to say, oh, they got intelligence community. What the fuck does that mean? All right. That's just like, Esau deals with that vagueness, man. Goes along with that deceit and that trickery of, believe it because we said it. But of course, when people press them on the issue, all right, they start using word salad. They just start saying stupid shit. All right, and they're not really answering the question, man. Talking all around it, slithering like a damn snake. All right, the scriptures say, never trust thine enemy. And our number one enemy is this devil right here, man. All right, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Because when you hit them with facts, or when you ask them to state facts, they can't fucking do it. They can't do it.
That's right.
So you have no one entering the hospitals to verify this information, right?
We have no boots on the ground in Gaza.
How was that assessment, how did you conclude that assessment based on information received from your Israeli counterparts?
Well, I'm not going to get into more specifics on how our intelligence is collected. What I can tell you is there are multiple agencies, as you know, here within the department and across the administration, multiple agencies that collect and assess and analyze intelligence, but I'm not going to go into any further details on how that intelligence is gathered.
You have no assets on the ground or assets entering to these hospitals to basically confirm the information you're sharing with us.
I will say it again, we have no boots on the ground in Gaza.
Okay,
I'm sorry,
so basically we have none of our own intelligence sources to confirm that, but we're just mouthpieces basically of Mossad, of Israel. Mm-hmm. That's all we are. I saw someone in the chat.
It's that classic we just know, trust us defense.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, and nobody's trust you at this point. So we'll finish off. All right, and we in the time of that wicked being revealed, man. That wicked man, all right, is being revealed. It's like it. Jeremiah chapter 49. And we'll start at verse 7. It says, concerning Edom, right, which is a people before it's a place, all right, and Edom, once again, is Esau Edom, the so-called white man, all right, not the white man is Japhet. All right, Esau fits end time prophecy. The scriptures say that Esau would be the end of the world and Jacob would be the beginning of the world that follows. Okay, Esau would be here in the latter end and he would be in control. All right, Esau's pretty much been in control since they came into power as the Greeks. All right, who they stole that identity from Japhet. All right, but they took over as the Grecians and the Romans. All right, they fell out of power for a moment. You had the Byzantine Empire, but they've been the ones in control. And this is the revived Roman Empire, same structure, and these same devils are in control. It says concerning Edom, that said the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? And their wisdom is diminishing. Verse 8, flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, that the time that I will visit him. If great gatherers came to thee, will they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough. And that we're seeing that firsthand, man. All right, they trying to, at this point, they saying, oh, we're going to get Hamas, but y'all are leveling the damn land, man. They said at this point, they've dropped the equivalent of 2 atomic bombs on in Gaza, man. All right, they blowing up refugee camps, killing 400 people just to get one member in Hamas. You see, verse 10, it says, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. All right, the Lord is making Esau bare, man. All right, they can't talk their way around these tough questions, so to speak, man. And eventually, we know Esau just gonna come out as the fucking devil that he is. All right, he just gonna have to come out with it. He gonna have to come out with it. He gonna say fuck it. He don't care what y'all think. You know, Revelation 12:12. He gonna come down with that great wrath because the skirt of this place is being lifted. The skirt of these devils is being lifted. All right, their so-called truths are are coming out to be known lies, man. And people don't believe them. All right, and I just want to bring that up. All right, so nobody believes you anymore, E. All right, your deceit is failing, man. So Lord willing is edifying. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, HaKadosh, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Till next time, Shalom.